Hello and welcome to the Horizon Camper Builds YouTube channel. My name is Eli, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my latest completed camper build for my client. My client has brought me his 2019 3rd Gen Toyota Sienna, and he has requested a fully optioned level 3 camper build. And this particular camper build is going to have a feature that I think you guys will really appreciate. He has requested to integrate an Ecoflow Wave 3 AC unit within the camper build, so he has the ability to camp pretty much anywhere in hot or cold environments. This particular level 3 is going to be fully optioned. It's going to have a custom solar and battery setup, as well as a stealth and outdoor camper design. So in today's video, I'm going to briefly show you the exterior of this 2019 Toyota Sienna, just so you could see what we're working with. And the majority of the video will be focused on the level 3 camper build. So without further ado, let's get started on today's video tour. All right, folks, we're starting today's tour with the outside of the vehicle. Again, this is a 3rd Gen Toyota Sienna. This one is a 2019 model XLE. This is the last year of the 3rd Gens. Aside from the little AC insert that had to be made for the Ecoflow, it basically looks just like your typical minivan. Let me go ahead and show you what was done to the exterior. I went ahead and added two 100-watt solar panels. You could see these are thin, flexible panels, and if you're looking at the van at eye level, you can't really tell that they're on there, which would give this van an excellent stealth camping profile. Let me just kind of walk around this vehicle so you could see what it looks like. Very stealth design on the camper build inside. The windows have also been blocked off with custom Reflectix for all the windows, so you can't really see from the outside in. Not only is this a stealth camper, this is also an outdoor camper, and I'll show you a little bit later in the video how you can use this as an outdoor camper. So that's pretty much what this minivan looks like on the outside. Let me go ahead and open it up to show you the camper build inside. Okay, we're approaching the passenger side sliding door. It does have power sliding doors. This is going to be the level 3 build inside. Now, you could see the Ecoflow air conditioning and heater unit. It is placed right here for the time being. It is not currently set up. I'll set it up actually in the single bed and bench configuration, and then also show you where it would store when you are in the double bed. But back to the camper build. Again, this is a level 3 build, fully optioned. It is modular. It is also secured to the floor of the Sienna, but it could also be completely removed to give you the ability to restore this van to a passenger vehicle by installing the 2nd and 3rd row seat. The client has elected to go with the American Walnut stain, and the usual routing and sanding on all the wood pieces has been done to give you a very smooth finish. When you are in the single bed and bench configuration, you have access to underneath storage compartments. You could see the carpeting that was applied to the floor as well as to the storage area. This is something the client has requested. And when you are in the single bed, you have a bed that measures 25 inches by 75 inches. And the mattress that is being used is a folding mattress, 4-inch thick foam with removable covers. Now, usually at this point in the video, I go ahead and enter the build from the passenger side sliding door to show you the perspective from the inside. But because we have the Ecoflow Wave 3 AC heater unit, this door is no longer accessible because you could see that the vents for the AC, the tubing, has been applied on this custom plastic insert that has a rubber trim piece wedged between the window and the plastic piece. This is a very snug fit. I don't recommend driving with this insert on. However, when you are parked and you are camping, this is perfect to be able to run the AC or the heater. Because we don't have access to the sliding door, there's another way to enter the build. So if I go ahead and enter from the driver's side door, I can make my way as if I'm going to go for a drive. However, the center console has been removed and I can just go ahead and make my way inside the build from between the front seats. Okay, so I'm inside the camper build. I'm sitting on the single bed that's also acting as a bench. I'm sitting towards the front of the build just so I can show you this Ecoflow Wave 3 unit. Currently, I have it turned on and I have the temperature set to 65 degrees. And then you could see the temperature inside is dropping to about 74 degrees. This unit will have absolutely no problem to cool or heat this small camper space. So this would be super ideal for you to camp inside your Toyota Sienna pretty much anywhere with this particular unit. So the client does have 2 batteries for this unit. Currently the AC is connected to the battery, which is down here. With the current charge of the battery, you have about 1.4 hours of runtime. Now you are able to charge the battery using a 12-volt battery cable, which you can connect to one of the DC outlets. There's one right here, there's another one right over here, and these DC outlets are actually connected to a 100 amp hour battery inside the battery compartment in the back, which is then connected to the 200 watt solar panels that are on the roof. So during the daytime, those solar panels are keeping the battery charged, which would allow you to go ahead and plug in one of the batteries. You can use one to run the AC and you can go ahead and charge the other one. Okay, so I went ahead and repositioned the Ecoflow Wave 3, and you could choose to have it placed just like this, and this would actually be better in order for you to be able to make your way in and out of the van where the center console used to be. So I turned it off in order to go ahead and demonstrate the charging. So you could see the 12-volt battery cable that is connected to the battery, and down here you could see a blinking light, which means that the battery is being charged. I believe on a full battery you can run the AC anywhere from 2 to 8 hours depending on the settings, whether you're running the AC, the heater, or just the fan. Now it is possible to run the AC off of shore power or AC outlet. This van does come with a 1500 watt pure sine inverter, which is capable to handle the power of the AC unit. I think these are rated around 1400 watts, so it would be right up there in terms of the capacity. And also in the daytime, because we do have the solar panels keeping the 100 amp hour battery charged. However, I don't recommend doing that because it would put a strain on the system. There are other appliances being powered like the fridge, lights, and whatever you choose to plug into the DC outlets. Therefore, it would be a better option to slow charge using a 12-volt battery cable. The charging time for a 12-volt battery cable is about 10 hours from empty to full. And charging this way does not withdraw a lot of power from the 100 amp hour battery, which would still allow you to keep the fridge running 24 hours as well as lights and other stuff that you choose to plug in. So while I'm inside, let me show you how stealthy the setup can be. We do have a removable curtain that partitions the front from the back area. We also have these custom Reflectix cut to the shape of the windows. Okay, so I went ahead and removed the Reflectix off this window as well as the one behind it. And you could see that the window does actually go down, so you can have some natural air come in if you don't want to use the AC. You can also choose to open the sunroof to increase airflow inside the camper. In front of me, you see a storage compartment up here with an elastic railing that allows you to store larger items on this side and smaller items on this side. And then right below the storage compartment, we have a lift up large table or counter. When you lift it up, it locks into position because we do have locking hinges. Now you could see the surface area in front of you, but also to the side of you. So we have a large surface area right here. The client might elect to have a microwave in this area, so I had to make this large enough for that option. But also we do have a sink topper that acts as a surface area right now. So plenty of surface area, which would make it nice to use this van as a potential mobile office in addition to being a stealth and outdoor camper. You could place your laptop up here, do some work, or you can grab some items from the fridge that's down here. Go ahead and place them up here and have something to eat. This fridge is both accessible from the inside as well as from the outside. There's even more storage areas. Right beneath the counter, you see a very large shelf that's accessible from the inside as well as from the outside. Right here behind me, this could be used as a backrest, but also you could store some items on this top shelf. The design of this particular build still allows you to use the cup holders over here, as well as this cubby that has a lid, and same goes on this side. Even more storage is found right down here, and up here as well there's a small little shelf that's accessible from the inside and outside. In here, this is the sink cabinet. There is a large enough cutout to actually store some items down here and be able to grab them from the inside. Right here beneath this lid, you will find a custom battery compartment. This is the 100 amp hour lithium ion battery. That's the 1500 watt inverter. We got switches to be able to turn this system on and off. And this device is the smart isolator that allows the alternator to also charge the back battery. Currently we are parked, so the solar panels are charging this battery. And here is the Renogy solar controller. And even though we are parked, and because the voltage is currently high on this battery, because the sun is hitting those panels, this isolator is actually also charging the front battery. And over here you see the remote control on and off switch for the inverter. So if I hold down that blue button, I turn on the inverter, which allows me access to this AC outlet with some USB outlets as well. And this will also show the battery level. Now remember, we are charging the Ecoflow battery, and you could see because the sun is keeping the battery nice and charged, we have a full battery as well. Let me go ahead and show you this indoor and outdoor sink. So I removed the topper. This is a 13-inch round stainless steel sink bowl. We have a collapsible adjustable faucet, and in order for me to turn on the water, I'd have to activate the water pump because we do have a switch on the side here, and I can just go ahead and dispense water. So I went ahead and doubled the bed size, so now we have two mattresses laying very snug next to each other. The bed is now 50 inches wide by 75 inches long. To enter the bed, when you are in the double bed configuration, you could use the sliding door on the driver's side or the sliding door on the passenger side, because the Ecoflow Wave 3 AC heater unit has been relocated in between the front seats. So you no longer have the access point from the front, but you can now have the AC in between the seats. And the customer actually does have an extension for these ducts to allow him to still use that custom insert on the passenger side sliding door and still be able to run the AC when he is in the double bed configuration. Let me now go ahead and open up that liftgate to show you the outdoor access of this camper build. Okay, so I'm in the back of the van standing under the large liftgate to show you the outdoor use of this camper design. So here we see the sink topper. If I go ahead and remove it, I have access to the sink from the outside as well. Right next to the sink we have that small shelf. Here is a 12-volt outlet as well as a small light that was left open, so you could use that as well. Underneath we have even more storage accessible from the outside. The client wanted the single burner butane or propane powered stove, which has a dedicated placing area right here. Behind this cover are the spare tire tools, which are also accessible. This is the sink cabinet. So if I go ahead and open the door, I can use the door as a surface area to place that single burner stove. But also now I have access to the two 5-gallon water containers, one for fresh water, the other one's for gray water. Right next to the 5-gallon water containers, you have this storage area that's also accessible from the inside. If I go ahead and collapse the faucet, move the topper back on top of the sink, I can use this counter from the outside. And also under this counter, there is an extension that can be pulled from the outside, but also from the inside. I didn't show you that earlier, but this is what that looks like. So if you need to take advantage of more surface area, you can use this area for prepping. And then maybe when you open up that door of the sink cabinet, you can place the stove on it and use that to cook your food. Under the extension, this is the shelf that was accessible from the inside. You can see it accessible from the outside. Same thing with the fridge, also accessible from the outside. This is the Renogy solar controller connected to the two 100-watt fixed panels on the roof. And then here is the DC outlet. There are 3 outlets. This one is for the fridge and for that LED light. And then there are 2 up front on the pillars. And then finally here we have a storage area that's part of the Sienna that's also accessible, as you could see, from the inside and also from the outside. So that concludes today's video tour on this 2019 Toyota Sienna Level 3 build with the Ecoflow Wave 3 AC heater integrated with the camper build design. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Until next time, take care and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.